Hey guys, thanks for tuning into our review channel. Today we're looking at the DJI Gimbal for Osmo 6. And this is what it looks like. Doing a full review, just a quick look at it and some footage. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let's get to the video. Hey guys, welcome to your review channel. Today we're talking about the DJI Osmo Mobile 6. This is what I received, and I've been testing it a little bit and playing with it and actually like it a lot. Just want to talk to you a little bit about it and show you in action. So this is how the box comes. It was just some instructions. Basically, you download the Osmo 6 software, which is actually really cool. And in the box comes, let me just show you what's in here. And I got all the stuff out so you can just see everything right away. Here is the actual gimbal, here is the bag, here is the little clip that goes on your phone, and here is a charging cable. So this is what's in the box, basically. So you do get a little soft case bag, as you can see here. And it's okay, you can get hard cases if you want to, but this is what they give you for free, which is cool. Put that to the side. They give you a clamp that goes on your phone, which is important. USB-C charger, right? And charges it really quickly, and it lasts quite a while. So that's really good. And also some extra little pads, I guess for the phone, or maybe the bottom of the feet, there's some pads, I'm not sure. So let's put that on the side. It also has a tripod. So this is a little tripod that comes on and off, as you can see, which is really important. So if you're doing a lot of shooting for a long time, you can actually put it down and rest instead of just putting the phone down back, on the side. So for this demonstration, we'll just leave it on here so we can just show you everything. And this opens up, and it actually sits flat. Pretty flat there. You can see here it's got a really flat ratio to it. It's not like a regular tripod that's high. It's designed to sit flat. So here it is right here. This is what it looks like. Let's put everything to the side. Let's focus on this. So here it is. Really nice and really feels well in the hands. Nice construction. Came partially charged. Easy to charge. USB-C charging right here. It comes locked, as you can see. So as soon as you turn it on, it powers on, which is cool. Unlock that. Pick it up. Boom, automatically turns on and centers itself. A green indicator here, which means it's fully charged or charged past 60%, below 60% turns red, and then I believe yellow is danger. You should charge it up. Charges really quickly. Now this red little flashing light here just means that it's not connected to your mobile app. So definitely download the DJI mobile app, which really works really well. I've really been using it a lot. I mean, you can use it without it, but I actually like the interaction behind that, which really works really well. And after you don't use it for a few minutes, it'll disengage and shut off, like you see here, the save power. So that's what it does automatically until you actually connect your phone. So here's my phone. iPhone 14 Pro Max is what I have. So you have a little camera indicator right here. Make sure that's pointed up to the camera and centered to the back of the phone. Okay, so let's do that right now. It's at a spring loaded. Push it down straight. And just make sure it is in the center. Okay, there's a little dot here on the top here. Hopefully you can see that. And there's a dot on the DJI, actually on the actual receiver part. As soon as you snap it on, it'll automatically connect. It'll open up I set it up to open up the app automatically. Like this here, let's show you. There's a DJI right here. Tap on that. Whoop. Let's tap on that. And what happens is as soon as it connects, it'll just sync. We've got a green light here and a green light there. See, it self-centers. And right here is my hand. So hopefully you can see that. So this is what it looks like. It's a great gimbal. I love the way it works. It's got the pitch. You can go up and down. You can go right and left, like you can see here. Really smooth operation, extremely nice control. It really works well for the price point. It's I really actually think it's a really nice item. So if you want to go to horizontal to vertical, there's a button here. Just press that twice. It'll just twist it right around. You can see here, again, up and down. Horizontal, vertical. It stabilizes as you walk. I'll do some cutaways in a few minutes. I'll show you that. And just all in all, really nice quality stuff here. It has, again, it has a zoom feature and also a focus. So you can do rack focusing with this. You can focus. You can do all kinds of really cool effects with it. You can zoom in, zoom out. Hopefully you can see that with my hand in the way here. Let me just get that out. That's actually on focus. Let's go back to zoom mode. As you can see here, it's got a nice zoom. It's wide. And then you can just zoom in. Really cool. Or you can do the focus, just tap the button in on the side here, and then you have the focus, and you can just take it out of focus and rack focus it in and do really nice specialty shots. So that's that button there. You got a record button right here, the green button, and mode button. Let's call it the mode button. All right, so very easy. You got 3 different modes. Let me just take this here, and I'm going to show you. So let me take this off so I can just show you exactly. So you got mode. So right now it's in stable. So it's in full gimbal mode. So basically, you know, tilt and yaw and all that kind of stuff will all be balanced and really nicely, just really super done. And then you can control, again, left and right, up and down. You can control a lot of that as well. And then you have the next mode here, which is called the PV mode. Or no, this is actually the tilt mode. There's another one as well. So tilt mode means back and forth. You can tilt it, more control. There's another mode here, which is the FPV mode, which is basically you can go like you're flying a drone kind of thing. You can go around and just get that really like fluid motion back and forth, so it's not as rigid. So that's a really interesting mode. I like that. And then we have the last mode here, which is the spin shot. So the spin shot is really interesting. So if you want to spin it, it's really interesting. You just basically move this rotation, this dial here, left or right, and it actually spins the phone. So you can do really kind of a lot of cool different effects if you're looking to do that type of shot. So you can spin it, and there's all kind of tutorials on here. I mean, the mobile app itself is really intuitive and very smart. So there's a lot of stuff here you can learn. There's tons of information on here. It gives you tutorials. It'll give you just all kinds of cool stuff. You want a front-facing camera, a rear-facing camera, you can do that as well by just double tapping the button over here. It's just really, I love this thing. Photo, video you can control. You can go back and forth. So you can do everything. You can control everything from the gimbal. You do not have to touch your phone. Okay, guys, I'm outside. And we're going to actually doing some footage with the gimbal. So I just wanted to show you what it's. So I'm outside holding it here. You can see how super stable it is. I just want to talk to you about this trigger over here. There's a trigger right here. And the trigger does a couple different things. It helps recenter the gimbal. You just tap it twice. It recenters the gimbal. If you tap it once and hold it down, it actually, really interesting at what it does. It actually makes it super stable, as you can see here, and very responsive. So it kind of locks it a little bit. So when you get a lot of action, you want to move back and forth quickly. You release it, and you can see it's a lot slower on reacting. So that's a couple of main things that it does do. So tap it twice, it locks it in, as you can see here. So it responds very quickly, as you can see. And you let go of it, you can see it's a lot slower. So it's more that really cinematic movement. But if you want quick action, double tap, hold down, and then you can see it's much faster. And that's the main thing about that, and also the centering of the gimbal. Guys, so right now I am actually talking to you on my wireless microphone that's hooked up to my camera, and I'm just getting some footage out here. You can see I am walking around, and I'm just in the forest area. Just gonna just walk sideways and just show you how stable this is. I'm actually walking. Very cool. You can see here. Let's get some shots of the tree line. Let's just pan up a little bit. And I'll show you again with the zoom. You can just zoom back. You get that really wide angle, which is very cool. You can just see how that looks. That looks super awesome. Look at that. Wow. That's very cool. Look at that. You can just kind of pan around. Look at that shot. I love that. Look at that. That's very cool. Just bring it back down again and just zoom back out. And you can see here. And this is on full gimbal mode, just so you can see here. And I'm actually going to run. I'm actually running. You can just see how super stable that is. You can just see the shots you can do with this thing. It's fantastic. I'm just going to move in here to the tree line. And just gorgeous cinematic views. And if you want to get that wide angle again, just bring it out wide. Then you can just pan right over something. Just using your hand and just really get some beautiful close-up shots and just beautiful. Look at how that is. That's really awesome. All right, that's the first mode. So the second mode again. Let's go back. This is the tilt lock again, so you can just see, go right and left, up and down, and it just really works really well around here. Hopefully you don't hear that plane. Sorry about that. That there. You see that. Third mode again is the FPV mode. Again, you can twist up and down, so it's almost like you're flying. Here's a representation of like flying with a see that. That's kind of cool. I like that. That's interesting, right? So you can see live how that's working like that. So you can just kind of get that little back and forth motion and just all that kind of what's happening with that. And then the last thing I told you about before was the tilt. The tilt spin. So let's take a look at that together. And you can just see how that's just spinning, right? See, that's kind of cool. We can look at that. So if you want to do a combination of zooming in and then tilting, right? So watch this shot here. This is an interesting shot like this. So you can go like that, and then you can kind of zoom in, and you can see what's happening here, right? So that's like a cool effect. You can do that as well. Back out of that. And you can just see how that's really working. Super nice. And that's there. So another thing with the double trigger. So say I have this look here, and I want to get right back to the center mode. double tap the trigger, and boom, centers you right back. So it still has a lot of different features, the trigger, which I really kind of like. And that is in the tilt mode. You can just see how that's looking. Let's do the tree line again. Let's go up. And I'll show you this really cool shot with this. Right, here's a tree line, and now you can just get this really interesting look. Look at that. That's really wild, right? And double tap, bring it back again, do another shot, and then we'll zoom in, and then we can do like that, and then go like that. All right, that's cool. Go put that back out like that. So you can see there's a lot of different features you can do with that. And we're going to go back to the gimbal, press that M button back, and now we're back in full gimbal mode. Again, this is the follow button. So how's the follow work? The follow button, or the how that works, basically you draw a box. So here's a box we're going to draw, and it's actually focusing on that little leaf right there. So here's this, I draw a line around this thing here. You can see that a little close. So it doesn't really recognize that too much. Let's change that. And let's do something else that we can actually lock into. Here's a sign over there. Let's see if we can lock into that sign. Yep. So there's that sign. So we have a sign. And you can see I'm not touching anything. I'm just going back and forth. And the gimbal is actually locking onto that sign. So objects, pets, people, faces, it doesn't matter. And it doesn't actually, so it did jump off that. You can see that because it is, a lot of different things, brush and different things. So we did lose that. That does happen, and that can happen, just so you know. But if you're on a person or a specific person like that, that really is it works really well. The active track is really awesome on this. It really is. So that's another really cool thing. Again, double tap, center yourself on the button, and then you can see here, I'm getting some more footage. So absolutely love it. Another thing is a telescopic. This does have a telescopic. I'm going to go do a cutaway. I'm going to come back to that in a second and show you how that telescopic works, and actually love that quite a bit. So I was telling you before, so one thing this really does have is a really cool telescopic handle on this, and I didn't talk about that in the beginning, and I should have. And what you do is, so it is manual. You have to actually extend it out like that there, and it does tilt, so you can get that. So you can get some really cool straight-on shots, just like this here. It is manual. You have to do that manually, but this is a nice telescopic one, very beefy, very big, and it's got some nice stability to it. So you can do a lot of cool shots with that as well. And that goes right back, and you can push it right back down when you're done with that. It'll lock right back in, push it right in, and that's a telescopic feature. And that's really, really a really good feature if you're looking to do anything like really cool different shots. So that's what that's all about. So I love it. Absolutely, this fantastic gimbal. It works quite well. And I definitely highly recommend that if you're looking for something that's really interesting, you do some really cool shots. I think you can't go wrong with this. This is a fantastic item. Absolutely love it. And you can see here, it does give you some tutorials. It's popping up on the screen. So if you have some ideas, it'll give you some suggestions, what to do. It's very intuitive and very interactive. So it gives you a lot of information. Gives you an example how tree shots would be, because it knows you're looking at trees. It's just a super smart app, and I definitely, it's really a very cool device. Definitely love it. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the review. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I am going to go out and make some awesome videos, and I appreciate your time as always. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.